This grid can be used to describe a code. For example, the letter E is 1, 5, and the number 7 is 3, 0. The code for the word pin is A, B, C, or D. So first, let's work out how this grid and the code works. It says here that the letter E is 1, 5. Okay, so let's look for the letter E. That's it here. And by looking at 1, 5, it's almost describing the coordinates of the letter. For example, here is 1, and then here is 5. As you can see here, the number across the bottom, or which column it's present in, comes first, and which numbered row it's in comes second, as we can see by finding the letter E. So, what we know is that column, and then row are the two numbers that are described in each of the codes. Let's see if this works for our second number example given, the number 7. So number 7 is here, and the code that's given is 3, 0. So its column is 3, and the row it's in is 0. So if you go to the third column, and the 0th row, that's right, the 7 is present right here. So we know that our scheme, our algorithm that we've worked out here, is correct. Let's go on and work out the code for the word pin. So the code for the word pin will be found by finding the P, which is here, the code for I, and the code for N. So we need a P, and we need the I, and we need the N. Now remember, to make each of these codes, we need to find the number in the column and the number in the row. And let's trace that out for our first letter, P. We know that the first number will be the one that's the column that the letter P is in. So if we go down from the letter P, we get to the number 2. So the first number in the code should be 2. And the row that it's in, going across, we find the number 3. And so there's 3 in that second position, since that number is the row that the shape is in. So let's do that for our other two letters. I is again in the same column, so there's a 2 first, but it's in the row 4, as you can see. So you should have a 4 here. Now looking at N, N is in the 4th column, but again is in that 3rd row. So it's in the 4th column and the 3rd row. Let's compare this to the options that we have. We want 2, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3. And we find that that answer is here in D. So our answer should be D.